Hey guys, and welcome back to your favorite market recap at CT Global. Today we're going to cover some confluences on Ethereum's price action. We're also going to talk about Bitcoin, where it's at, and how correlated it is to the current stock market, or the S&P 500, the index of the top 500 companies in America. Now, if you enjoyed the video, make sure to leave a like and subscribe, and check out ZT Global, one of the largest exchanges in the world. You can literally check out all of the newest and top gainers out there. The play to earn zone, which is probably the best one out there. VRA, very nice token. Rare, very nice token. UOS, very nice token. And you can also find all of these coins reviewed on our channel. Now let's move straight into Ethereum for the start, which is the talk about confluences. Now, what can we see right here? First of all, we see a nice trend line on the daily chart, which means that at every single one of these points, buyers are taking over from sellers and becoming stronger, creating a zone of support. So back in February of 2021, that zone was around the $1,400 mark. But right now, we can see that buyers are stepping in at the $2,500 mark, which means that demand for Ethereum has increased. Now, the second confluence that we have is a very strong support at the 3K level. Now, that's a psychologically significant zone because it is a round number, first of all. And second of all, because you can see the price is bouncing from it a lot of times. So you can see a bounce here, bounce here, bounce here, bounce here, bounce here, and one more right here. Now, if we zoom in a little bit into the chart, we can find a few more confluences. One of those is a broken counter trend line. Now, all of these confluences are, if you didn't guess it already, well, it's for a move up into the 4K mark. Now, the broken trend line signifies that we're not in a downtrend anymore. We broke the previous lower high and we broke the trend line, which means that currently we are making a higher high and a higher low, right? So that's the third confluence. Now, the fourth confluence is fib levels. So if you take your fib levels, and by the way, I'm going to show you in a second which ones I use, you can see that the chart is perfectly respecting the 61% fib level and ready for another move up. Now, the fib levels that I actually use personally are the 50, 61 and 78%, made as decimal points. It doesn't matter because those are the most significant for my strategy personally. Now, if you move on into the 4-hour time frame, you can see the last and final confluence of the day, which is the bull flag. So how does that look? Well, it's very simple. We have a few touches right here. So 1, 2, 3, and it's not that clean, right? Don't get me wrong, it's not too clean. But what we can see is a clear example of a bull flag, which is a bullish correction pattern. Now, once we make a clear break of this area and a retracement, it's going to offer favorable buying opportunities into the 4K mark. If you enjoyed this experience, make sure to stick around and come back for future videos because I'm going to review most of these newest tokens on ZT Global, and it's a lot of gems out there, so make sure to stick around. Now, that's it for Ethereum. When it comes to Bitcoin, we're not in that much of a good position, but we are finding a bottom around the 39K level, potentially ready for another swing up into the 49 or 50K mark. Now, why 49 or 50K? Because we have a strong zone of resistance up here, so I would be looking at that area. Now, if you move on to the lower time frames, we can see that we have a strong support. We also have a strong divergence in the relative strength index, so a bullish RSI right here. And we can see that the price has broken out of somewhat of a downtrend, not too clean, so I'm not going to plot that out. Now, what I can expect for Bitcoin to do is, make somewhat something like this, inverse head and shoulders pattern, and then on the break of this neckline, we can expect prices to move further up. But that's on the lower time frames. If we stick around on the daily time frame, we can see that we are still in the bottom part of this range where Bitcoin's been ranging for quite some time. And if we do break out from the bottom of this bearish correction pattern, which is a bear flag, just like I showed you a bull flag earlier, we could potentially go down into the 20K mark. But let's not try to predict what the market's doing. Let's try to react to what it gives us. And currently we're having a nice rebound from this area. So lastly, what I wanted to say is that the S&P 500 did have some bearish moves recently. Currently, we had a strong rejection candle, as you can see this 4-hour candle right here. We had some buy orders right here filled out, huge orders, but I do believe that it is a liquidity grab and that the S&P will go down into the 4.2K first and then into the 4.1K level in the next and upcoming week or potentially 2 weeks. Now, why I believe that? It's just purely technicals. We broke through a very strong and significant zone of support / resistance, and I do believe that we could continue downwards. Now, if we don't, I was wrong, but if we do, you heard it here first. So that's it for today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this little intuitive review. Thanks for watching, and I hope to see you all in the next one as well. Now lastly, I'm not a financial advisor, and anything you do invest in crypto, blockchain, or NFT projects is on your own liability, and you should do your own due diligence. So see you guys next time.